All right, everyone, welcome back to round 4 of Modern FNM. For this round, we got Andrew Soper on Skred versus Logan Reinhardt on Black-Red Pack-Rat. Going to be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, Logan's been bouncing around from Black-Red, all kinds of things. We saw Black-Red Hollow One, Black-Red Death Shadow. Now Black-Red Pack. I think they're all the same deck. We're just using different names.
that might be true. So I think this Skred matchup might be all right for Soper. I mean, it seems like he has some good cards against his like Ensnaring Bridge. And
yeah, so it's unfortunate for Logan.
He might have main deck Relics, honestly.
Yeah, he might.
I'm not sure how relevant that would be.
Some people do. 2 to 4. Logan, unfortunately, part of his strategy on Black-Red Pack-Rat is to Blood Moon your opponent.
Right, which is
and so you might shut off scrying.
Great.
You might shut off scrying sheets,
right.
but other than that, it's not too great here.
No.
So
looks like I think Andrew Soper's going to be on the play with the aptly colored red sleeves in his Skred deck.
So looks like 4 lands, Fatal Push, Inquisition, and something else for Logan. And in the Skred hand, probably a bunch of red cards. I don't know. What do you think?
Maybe some colorless ones. Yeah,
maybe some Bolt. Well, the mountains are colorless, so that's
yeah, that's true.
There's definitely those.
There's a
turn 1 relic.
All right.
Logan's like, fuck my life.
Yeah, it's probably quite good against his deck. Even though it is Pack-Rat, presumably he has some graveyard synergies like Hollow Ones maybe or Bloodghasts. Tries to get value out of the things he's discarding to Pack-Rat. Get that out of there, Andrew. Let's exile this land.
So Verdant Catacombs tells us that the deck is really leaning black, not red.
Sure.
So we might not see. Do you think we'll see Faithless Looting? I can't even tell.
Oh, we'll see Inquisition.
Might be a non-Faithless Looting deck.
There we go. We got the land. All right. Inquisition going to resolve here. Soper's hand is triple bolt Batter Skull.
Bolt.
Wow. Oh, no, 2 bolts and
2 bolts land. Oh, Sweltering Suns.
No, Mind Stone, Sweltering Suns.
Oh, that's not a batter. Yeah, you're right. That's a promo Mind. Yeah. I just bought 2 OG Mind Stones, Weatherlight ones. They look pretty sweet.
Looks like Logan's thinking about taking the Mind Stone here. Probably doesn't care too much about the bolts. Yeah. Just slow him down a bit.
Why not?
So not any good threat in Soper's hand yet. So he's just going to pass. So we have different versions of snow-covered mountains here.
Yeah,
both
got
Cold
the
Snap
OG
and
ones,
Ice
the new ones.
Ooh, another Inquisition. So let's see. True Storm Breath.
Stormbreath. So that card doesn't seem great in this matchup, given that Logan, the Pro White's not going to be relevant.
Sure.
I would guess Logan has Terminate. Fatal Push doesn't deal with it, though, so that might be annoying.
Yeah. We're going to take a Bolt now. Seems like he doesn't really care about Sweltering Suns. He's going to play Verdant Catacombs and pass the turn.
Multiple Verdant Catacombs. So this might be a Liliana the Veil deck with a basic Swamp and multiple Verdant Catacombs.
That's another way to get value out of discarding stuff. So here's the 3rd mountain. So this lets him cycle Sweltering Suns if he wants, if he feels like it's not going to be relevant in this matchup, which it could be, but at this point it doesn't really seem like it. He does need 2 more lands yet to get to Stormbreath Dragon.
So Logan fetched for basic Swamp there.
Yeah, he's playing around Blood Moon.
I guess he wants to be certain. The thing about fetching for basic Swamp at the end of turn, though, it's like you thin your deck slightly if you didn't want to draw more lands, but you didn't need to do it at the end of turn. You might have benefited from having the information of drawing your card. Or just leaving the land up.
No play on turn 3 from Logan.
This is weird. It looks like Logan's actually flooding, right?
He's got some Fatal Pushes and some lands, yeah. Soper decided not to cycle Sweltering Suns either. And here, it looks like Soper has got a play. I'm not sure what it could be. It was an Eternal Scourge. All right. So that synergizes nicely with Relic.
Yeah, so it looks like Logan's pretending to read it because Logan actually also has Eternal Scourge in his deck.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. But he could.
Yeah, he could.
That'd be a good play to pretend to read it.
This is an interesting
so your opponent
Eldrazi.
Doesn't know.
It's almost impossible to deal with in this deck because if you ever target it, goes to exile, then it can be cast from exile. If you ever get it in the graveyard, then
just relic it.
Andrew can relic his own graveyard to put it back in exile, so then he can cast it again.
Yep.
It is truly eternal.
Yeah, Michael Belfato is a player in the area here who happens to be on the Pro Tour right now, local player. He plays Black-Red Eldrazi with Eternal Scourge and Relic.
Yeah.
And it is really powerful. The most powerful thing that Eternal Scourge Relic combo does is against creature decks, it forces you to overcommit to the board to get through the Eternal Scourge.
Yeah.
And then you anger them or damnation them or whatever.
I'm curious now that we saw the Sweltering Suns in Soper's hand. I wonder if he's playing that over anger or as, I mean, there's no way he has additional copies.
He's probably playing anger. I bet he's got like a 2-1 split or something.
So
Sweltering Suns is better main board.
Dark Confidant.
You can cycle it.
I am not familiar with that land.
I think that's the land that gives something like +1/0. Can we get that land pulled up? What is that?
I can't believe I don't recognize this land. It must be very obscure. Is it the mono red creature land out of that cycle?
It's the hideaway. Is it the mono red hideaway land?
It could be. No, that one. No, that one is a little hill.
Somebody asked Logan what that land is.
Keldon
Megaliths.
Wow, it pings the opponent for 1 if you're hellbent. Huh.
So it's sort of like Barbarian Ring,
right?
But not nearly as good.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna Bolt Bob. Got a Mind Stone in play. And in for 3 with the Eternal Scourge. Eternal Scourge is going to get Fatal Push, but it's just going to put it into exile for the time being. And with this Mind Stone, Soper only needs 1 more land to be able to play Stormbreath Dragon.
It's possible Logan is actually not playing Blood Moon. But
yeah.
Maybe it's a sideboard option for him.
Here's Lily of the Veil.
Liliana the Veil. So really this is a Black Moon deck, which is what you expect when you see
So this seems really risky here.
Playing out the Lily?
Yeah, in the face of knowing Stormbreath could come down this turn.
Oh,
in fact, if I was Soper, I would have
yeah.
just cycled the Relic at that end step there to guarantee I hit my land drop. Because it looks like he didn't. He just drew another Relic. Yeah, definitely not.
I think it's worth, well, yeah. You could have just popped, yeah, you're right. Popping the Relic for land there would have been, because otherwise this Liliana's just going to take over the game.
So he's going to pop the Relic now, but
that doesn't help you hit your land drop because you had to spend mana. Yeah, probably a misplay by Andrew. I don't think
he drew a Cure Nalar, which he also can cast. So looking 1 card deeper wouldn't have
wouldn't have helped. But
so what do you do now? So now I think you just recast the Eternal Scourge.
Yeah,
right? He could cast the Relic, but he probably just wants to leave the Relic in hand for discard fodder. And the Eternal Scourge can also pressure Liliana, so that's what he's going to do. It's back. Does not have haste when it comes back, unfortunately.
That would
perhaps
be
fortunately.
Yeah, that would be insane.
So definitely see some Blood Moons there in Logan's deck, as well as Chandra's.
There is no way to get rid of an Eternal Scourge with a Relic.
No, there's not.
Oh man, card's great. Unless you bounce it to their hand, unsummon it,
and then name it with Gideon's Intervention so they can't cast it.
They can't cast it.
Yeah, or Nevermore. Yeah.
Yep. Well, I guess you could just Gideon's Intervention.
Right, at any point. That's really the only way to do it, because you can't get it bounced to their hand. Unless, I guess if you Cyclonic Rift or something, you could, but a targeted bounce spell wouldn't do it.
Well, but it's Eternal Scourge, you actually cast it from exile, right?
Right.
So Gideon's Intervention works at any time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Logan is playing a Black Moon deck.
Yeah, he discards the Moon there. I think Soper just drew another copy of... Oh, no, that's a Skred. Skred is definitely not looking great in this matchup.
No.
So our Scourge is going to attack Lily. And then I like the P and Q in here. Yeah. Seems good.
Yeah, it's a really good play against this Liliana.
Definitely. In fact, he can just... Well, next turn, he doesn't even need to attack.
Yeah. My guess is that Logan just... I mean, depending on what he draws, he might just minus this... he might just minus Liliana to get one of these creatures off the board,
So
but he's just going to exile or sack the Eternal Scourge, probably. Terminate's pretty good.
And now we can activate our Keldon Megaliths.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Well, shoot.
Wow.
Never mind.
You know what?
Not looking so good.
Yeah, Keldon Megaliths is actually really good at keeping
Mom and
Eternals.
Pop Thopter Shop, more like
wow, this is huge here.
Metal.
So Logan top decked the Bolt, so now he can Bolt the Eternal Scourge, get rid of that.
But Andrew does have it. But Andrew does have another Relic in hand, right?
No, he discarded that to Lily.
Oh, discarded. Oh, okay. Right, he's just sitting on Skred, Storm Breath now.
And then he can also deal with the Thopter with the Megaliths. Make him discard a card, and then Soper again has a top deck of land. All right, so Eternal Scourge back to exile. Lily goes up. Definitely discard Skred here, yep. So Logan still knows about the Storm Breath, which could come across here to take out Lily finally, but he still needs that land.
Oh, I totally forgot about the way that...
there's the land. So this is huge here.
Yeah,
Storm Breath
pretty
is
huge.
here. In at Lily. Thopter's going to get killed by these Megaliths. Sure. So down goes Lily, and now Logan's drawn off the top. And
yeah, you know what would be a
imagine
big
he's got a lot of
draw here
bad
is,
top
Goblin
decks.
Dark Dwellers.
Yeah, that would be
Goblin
huge.
Dark Dwellers into
Terminate would be
Terminate.
good. Bob is
very good.
yes. Bob is good.
That's one way to do it. Ender's not too close to being able to monstrous, so the clock isn't too scary.
Right.
So I think Logan can play around with his life total here. Man,
And a
if
sack of Mind Stone, draw an extra
both
card.
these players could really use the Goblin Dark Dwellers right now.
Yeah. Ooh. Andrew just drew a Chandra Torch Defiance, which would be very good once he's able to get that down. He's also got a Blood Moon here.
That does not seem good at all.
It doesn't do
but
much.
whatever.
We're going to deal 1 damage in response.
It does
with
take
the
out our
Megaliths.
Keldon Megalith.
Yeah, that's
so.
true.
And Logan is very keen to tap it in
For
response.
Take
To
0
get 1
from
damage
Bob.
on the Storm Breath.
And then drew a Bolt. So an attack from Bob brings Soper to 17. Logan's at 12 from the Storm Breath. And he's just going to pass the turn.
Well, if Andrew does Manamorphose into a Heartless Summoning, we can use this Bolt to kill Storm Breath.
That's true. Instead, we can just play Chandra Torch of Defiance.
All right, well, that
probably lock this one up for Andrew.
That seems fine, too.
Now Logan needs both Terminate and Dreadbore.
But so now we can just Bolt Chandra. So that's not a huge deal.
That's true, because he didn't
That's
decide
just a
to take out
1-for-1,
Bob.
given that Bob drew us a card already.
Right.
So this is still anybody's game. Logan top decks to Terminate. It's anybody's.
I'm not really sure why he killed Bob there, but
Yeah, he could have just plussed up.
Yeah.
But, ooh, okay, now the game might be over.
yeah, now we need Damnation.
Unless, yeah, I don't think Logan's packing main board Damnation, so.
No, he does have
Oh, we
Terminate,
had the
but
Terminate. Well, now something like a Bonfire of the Damned could get you out of it.
Rabble
Ooh, that's
Master.
okay.
Except it just dies to P.
Yeah, it just dies to Pia and Kieran. And Pia and Kieran can sack a Thopter, just kill Rabble
Right, that's
Master.
what I meant, yeah.
So.
And of course, Soper also has these Eternal Scourges he can cast from exile at any point.
I'm having trouble evaluating this matchup. It seems tough for Logan in general, but I can't tell if that's just how this game went.
Yeah.
You know, Logan got to discard his Dead Blood Moon with Liliana, so I don't think it's not like he had a card that was worthless.
So here's another Eternal Scourge from hand. Surprised he didn't kill the Rabble Master.
Is that a Gurmag Angler? That would actually be pretty good here. I think Logan is debating whether or not to cast that because he doesn't want to show his opponent the Delve threat if he doesn't have to, and he's wondering if he's just dead anyway. But I think that is a.
I don't think it's a Gurmag Angler.
It might be a Collector Brutality.
Yeah, I think it might be a Collective Brutality. The Goblin is going to attack, as is the Rabble Master itself. Attacks is a 3/2 since it gets +1,
Sure.
+0 for each Goblin attacking. So, I mean, not really a point in blocking here, I don't think. You only take 4 damage, and
So
still
for
at a healthy
Andrew here,
13.
I think you just block Rabble Master with Eternal Scourge and block.
Why would you block?
Because what do you care?
You have lethal on the kickback?
Yeah, but you have no idea what Logan's playing.
I mean, sure, but
You could. Okay, so it is Brutality.
to take out P&K. Oh, here's the 5th land for Battle Skull, so that another good card, although it is a card Logan can answer with Kolagon's command. But Logan's had enough right there. All right, so the dueling Blood Moons. Soper's deck definitely came out top there just with some later game threats.
Yeah, Andrew seems to have the better top decks here with his
Yeah.
Planeswalkers and with. But Logan could always steal the game with a Pack Rat.
Right, which we did not see that game.
Yeah, which we did not see. The problem is that Andrew has pretty good removal for these threats that Logan has.
Right.
I mean, in the form of Anger of the Gods, Sweltering Sun, Skred. I think Logan wants to just stick a Liliana and hope he can ride it to victory, but that's even tough against Stormbreath Dragon.
Definitely, yeah.
That's even tough against Koth. I don't even know if Andrew's playing Koth.
He probably is. I mean, that's a staple in Skred.
Well, to me, it looked like because usually you play 4 Koths.
Right, maybe you put the P in.
Yeah, to me it looked like,
yeah.
you know what, I'm done with Koth. This card isn't winning me games. I'm going to play 4 Pia and a Batter Skull.
Sure.
So I don't know if there's actually Koth in there. I have to ask him. Logan, I don't even know what you can do out of the sideboard here.
Yeah, your Blood Moons are bad, so those are coming out.
Yeah. If you have an artifact removal spell like Rakdos Charm or something, that could be okay.
Dreadbore also seems good.
Dreadbore seems solid, yep.
Or any Planeswalker removal. I mean, I don't know what else you would have. Maybe I don't know if a Damnation seems that good here. Probably not.
Yeah. What's the Chandra's Defeat?
Yeah, that would be very good.
That's actually something a black-red deck could be playing. Like I've actually seen black-red decks playing Liliana's Defeat.
Yeah.
That's because that card's really good against Shadow.
Right.
And Jund and just black-green decks in general. But Chandra's Defeat may be somewhat less likely, but I could see it. One or both players might have something stupid like Ensnaring Bridge.
Yeah, I think that's more likely out of the Skred deck probably.
But yeah, I can't.
But I think
Andrew
would have to change up his game plan to fit Ensnaring Bridges because you're not. I mean, you don't really want to play Stormbreaths and Batter Skulls with Ensnaring Bridge in play.
No, that's fair. Though you can always, with Ensnaring Bridge out, you can win the game with a Chandra.
Right. Or you can sacrifice the P in here and if you need to attack.
Yeah, interesting decks. These decks really, they have. I mean, if you told me we're watching Skred and Black Red Pack Rat, I mean you could come up with like 100 deck lists for each of these guys. Less so with Skred, but there are certain cards that everyone sort of plays. But even still, I mean Skred, what you play for threats is so malleable, you know, and what you play for removal even. Like obviously you're playing Skred, but the other cards are. You really just play the red cards you feel like playing that you think are good in the meta.
So we've probably commentated on about 5 of Soper's matches while he's playing Skred, and I'm not sure I've ever seen him cast Skred.
That might be right. I'm not sure I've ever seen him cast Koth. Where are the Koths?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
He just might not be playing Koth. I don't know. I will say that both these players should have or could have and definitely would like to sideboard into Goblin Dark Dwellers.
Yeah.
The card is super versatile in this matchup. Provides a threat, takes out one of your opponent's threats. I mean, the Goblin Dark Dweller is just insane in this matchup,
definitely.
And both players could have it.
And if Logan has any Kolaghan's commands, those would definitely be good in this matchup.
Yeah, Kolaghan's would be sweet.
He probably has those main, to be honest. But
blow up your Mind Stone and make you discard a card. Seems pretty good.
It's like the reverse of Mind Stone. Instead of sacking it to draw a card, it just gets blown up and you lose a card.
Kolaghan's command, the reverse Mind Stone.
So Logan will be on the play this game, so he'll get a shot at using a discard spell before Andrew can deploy anything.
Like a turn 1 relic.
Right, yeah.
Which is actually a big deal when you got Eternal Scourge that you're up against.
Right, it wasn't even that good against Logan in that instance, but it was good to recycle his Eternal Scourge.
It would be good against the Goblin Dark Dwellers.
That's true.
I'm wondering if one of these players has like a Titan of some kind, because I think both players actually
Inferno Titan, yeah.
Yeah, like Andrew could have Inferno Titan, Logan could have like Grave Titan. I think these players legitimately do just want to go bigger than the other player. I don't think either of them can really get under each other.
Wow, great hand from Logan. He's got 3 discard spells, Lily the Last Hope, and a Bolt.
That is an insane
and
hand.
2 lands. He was inching that last card to make sure it was a land, and it was the second land that he needed. So this hand looks really good.
No, this hand's super solid.
And a similarly strong hand from Soper as well, which we'll take a look at here. So he's got 2 Mind Stones, 2 Bolts, and Skred.
So do you prioritize taking the Bolts here so he can't kill Liliana?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure you're worried about 2 Mind Stones.
I think I take 1 Mind Stone.
You definitely don't take Skred.
Yeah, Skred doesn't seem great.
It is nice. So Andrew is on 2 lands, so you could try to choke him.
Right.
Taking a Mind Stone, but he's got the other Minds. I think you just take a Bolt, and the next turn take the other Bolt, and try to secure the way for Liliana. Of course, that's all contingent on Logan drawing a 3rd land.
Right.
So
Logan, I think Logan's other spells are Collective Brutality, not a Thoughtseize. So.
Oh, so then yeah. Well, yeah. If you got Brutality, then it might make most sense to take a Mind Stone.
He did decide to go with the Bolt though.
What was Xander's draw?
P and Kieran. So there's the third land for Lily.
Huh.
Bloodstained Mire.
So I
Probably
think we're
gonna go
just
with a
getting a
basic swamp.
swamp, yeah. Hedge against that Blood Moon. Though my guess is Andrew took Blood Moon out,
Right.
so. And Logan probably knows that, but he knows his mana is good enough to get a basic swamp and not care. Conserve your life total anyway.
Yeah. So here's Brutality. I wonder if we're gonna scale it up. Drain for 2? No, just a discard.
So I
So we
guess
see
we're
the same
planning
hand
to
with
take that other
Pia
bolt.
and Kieran. Gonna take the other bolts.
If he takes the Skred, that would really tell us something about what Logan.
Yeah.
Like Logan's hoping to draw a Grave Titan maybe, but
So I think Soper maybe just drew a Magma Jet there.
yeah, people play Magma Jet. It's kind of gimmicky, but whatever.
So here's
Okay,
the
I think
first
we're playing the
Mind Stone.
turn 3 Liliana,
Yeah,
and
that seems good.
Andrew probably loses, but you never know.
Well, a Stormbreath Dragon could still take it out, but
True, but that's at least 2 turns away.
yeah.
Did Andrew draw a third land last turn?
No, he drew the Magma Jet.
That's right. So I guess now he can Magma Jet into a land.
Sure.
He'll probably aim the Magma Jet at Liliana.
Just in case he finds another bolt or something.
Yeah. This is a pretty good Liliana, though.
Just going to take
On
it
an
up,
empty
no
board like
targets,
this.
and pass the turn back. So a land here. So this land, while it's good, P and Kieran is kind of bad in the face of Liliana,
Yeah, it is.
especially
I
paired
think-
with other removal
I
that
think
Logan
you just
might have.
Magma Spray this and hope to fix your next 2 turns with the Magma Jet.
Yeah.
Try to scry some and find a way out of this.
Are you just going to go with the P and Kieran?
Okay. I'm not sure how good that. Yeah, I mean, he's going to plus up to 5 and kill one of the Thopters.
Right.
And
then
that still doesn't leave Andrew. That does
Logan
not
has
leave-
both Bolt and a Push here, so you can completely clear
Oh,
away this P and
jeez.
Kieran. We might see a Liliana Ultimate this game.
Yeah.
It could take a while, but Logan has a lot of
I
removal
mean,
in hand.
that's the thing. If Andrew were to have Magma Jet the Liliana and then Scryed 2, he'd be way less in danger of getting blown out
And
by
here's
Liliana
another
Ultimate.
Inquisition. So you can take any of these 3 cards.
I think you take the Magma
Yeah, I
Jet.
think you take the Magma Jet.
I could see an argument for Mind Stone, but I think you take the Magma Jet.
Especially because as it stands, Magma Jet plus the 3 attack from P and Kieran just takes out Lily.
Yeah.
Although Logan has ways to deal with that.
So, is there a reason Logan didn't want to fire off his spell before Pia had a chance to sack?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Here's Koth. That's good. Although I
Ooh,
think
Koth is pretty good.
Logan may have Hero's Downfall in hand. I think I may have seen that
Well, you can't cast
Shuffling Thursday. Yeah, not yet. But this does. Well, this doesn't quite let him kill Lily because Logan has more removal, but it definitely puts more pressure on her than
Yeah,
he would like.
that was a very good top deck
Yeah.
from Andrew.
I think you just swing the troops at Lily.
So the mountain's a 4/4, right?
Right. That's probably gonna get fatal pushed here, which is actually kind of relevant. Yeah.
Well, and that's I mean, getting 1 mana Stone Rain there is really pretty bad.
And
but-
Bolt to P and K.
Oh, jeez.
So Lily takes 1, but another Thopter's gonna die. However, Andrew does still have Koth running, unless I correctly identified the Hero's Downfall, but I'm not sure I did.
Yeah, but now Andrew's on 3 mana now.
Yeah, there it is, the Hero's Downfall.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez, that is
All
brutal.
the answers. We are riding this Liliana to victory.
Logan is out of cards, but with the Liliana in play, he might not need many more. Well, Soper drew another P and K, but cannot yet play. He's gonna have to go with the Mind Stone first.
Yeah. If only he had something to do with this 2 colorless.
I got to
mana.
imagine it's correct to leave our Skred up there, but I guess not.
Yeah, you're right. He could have. Yeah, he could have cast. He could have cast Mind Stone with, sure. Though I guess he could have. Well, yeah.
So we got P and K down, but
It's
as
not,
we
I
saw
don't think that's good
before,
enough.
Lily can make quick work of them.
Do we have a? We got a 5-drop. We got a Dark Dwellers.
No, I think Logan was just.
I think we have a
shuffling his
5-drop.
lines around a bit. He's thinking about tapping him. Nope, just gonna pass the turn. Well, this does pressure Lily.
Yeah, so you can swing at it for 3 and then sack to hit it for another 2.
Right.
Take Lily down to 2 loyalty, but that's your whole turn pretty much.
Yeah.
Scrying Sheets is a good card to have here, though. Not only because Andrew wanted another land, but also to try to just scry his way out of this.
Right. So I think you just pass here definitely, and then when he goes to kill the Thopter, you can sacrifice it to damage Lily.
Yeah.
And interestingly, Soper can still use the Mind Stones as sacrifice fodder for Pia to finish Lily off if he needs to.
Sure. Though if you're Andrew here, I wonder if you want to pay this 3 and then sack a Mind Stone at the end of turn.
Well, the Thopter's dying anyway, so gotta make use of that.
Right, but does Andrew want to sack Mind Stone
to draw
at
a
the end of turn
card?
here to
Yeah,
draw
I'm
a
not
card?
sure. Maybe. He does want 5 mana, but well, Bolt taking out Pia.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
That clears the way for Lily a little bit yet again. So now I think you do sack the Mind Stone. Might be decided not to. Drew a mountain.
Yeah. So given that we drew the mountain there, I think end of turn Mind Stone would have looked pretty good.
Yeah, I mean he didn't know it. I think he was leaving it up in case he drew Storm Breath.
Yeah.
Then
you would have 2 draws to draw Storm Breath and land. Like.
Yeah.
What are we casting here?
It looks like a 4-drop. Another Koth.
Another Koth.
That's good. That also takes out Lily.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was a huge draw.
These are some very good draws from this Skred deck.
Lily falls, and now Logan has to take down yet another Koth. Also, I can confirm Andrew Soper is playing Koth in his deck.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
folks,
thought
it's confirmed. There's no longer any doubt. Gosh, what have Andrew's last 4 draws been? Has he gone like Pia, Koth or something?
I think it was close to that, but he drew the scrying sheets in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Granted, the rest of his cards are totally useless. He's got Skred, double Anger of the Gods, but with Koth he might not need.
Yeah, I mean Koth is very good.
Oh no, that was not an Anger. That was another Storm Breath. Oh my goodness!
These draws, holy crap!
Wow, what a quick turn of events. Now Logan's on a 2-turn clock.
Are we missing something? Has Andrew actually top deck straight gas, or do I just?
He drew 1 scrying sheets, which he needed for a land, and that's been it. Just nothing.
Koth, Pia, Storm Breath. This has been nuts. Holy crap! I thought Logan had this game in the bag when he went Liliana and then like triple removal spell.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what Logan can have here. In Garrick's Wake comes to mind.
Well, Bonfire of the Damned would be real good.
Bonfire.
If he hits
would not kill Koth.
I'd put Koth to 1.
Yeah. We do have something at end step.
Kolaghan's Command. So I'm not sure how good that is. Logan actually does not have a creature to get back.
No, he does not. 2 to Koth, discard a card. Soper just discards it.
All right, here comes.
And that's a land from Logan. I think that'll do it.
Ugh.
Yeah, he's got 2 lands in hand.
Those were some brutal folks. That's why they call it Top Deck Productions. I'll have to go back and watch that. I think we're exaggerating a little bit. I
think the draws were Koth or Pia,
so let's take
Koth.
6. So there were 6 turns. Let's take 6 turns. What were the draws in those 6 turns?
Pia, Koth, maybe Anger, Scrying Sheets, Pia, Koth, Storm Breath.
That's pretty freaking good, folks.
Yeah, that was strong.
Yeah.
And that'll put that one away.
You can see it on Logan's face. Look at Logan's face. He's thinking, man, that was rough.
Yeah, and Logan top deck waits.
I felt bad all over.
Just too many lands there. He had, I think, 7 or 8.
And also kind of too many removal spells. Like he did not want that. Like it was nice taking out Pias and stuff, but you don't want to You don't want to draw 2 removal spells into Pia.
Right, when you have to use the Lily activation and 2 removal spells to deal with all of it, Pia, it's pretty annoying. All right, so interesting game. I suppose we will try to find a game 3 here. We have about 20 minutes left. So we should be back shortly with the game 3, assuming we are able to find players who are ready to go to that. So stay tuned, guys. We will be right back.